All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for coming to my office hours. Sorry, I'm getting them started a little late today. I'm not feeling too well, but that happens. And this will be my only office hours this week. I'll be gone later this week, traveling to visit some family and celebrating American Thanksgiving. As always, I just want to give a shout out to G Research. I appreciate that they put me in a position here where I can give some of my knowledge and share it with y'all. If you are tuning in live and you got a question, maybe you've got an ironic problem, or you just want to say hello, feel free to say something in the chat here. I am monitoring it. But all that being said, let's get started. So what I'm going to look at today is actually we've got some of the bits done with the shard key, but one piece that's kind of next up is we got to look at how performant some of this is going to be. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my code under test, going to go ahead and replicate it into a DevStack environment, and then I'm going to run some tests against it, see how well it can perform. Maybe not even use DevStack. I don't know. Just depends on how far we get. So let's get down 864. Oh, 4954. There we go. All right. Basically, I'm just trying to get a test environment going. I went on my desktop. I usually stream from my work laptop. My desktop's a little bit of a beefier machine, so it's good for stuff like this. All right, good. So we got this installed. I think I might have. Yeah, I thought so. I've already got this set up. Might be all it needs. Oh, it's passing the -P through. Okay. All right, so it appears to be running. We're going to do a net stat. It's listening on 3306. That's what we want. I'm going to go here, reactivate that VM. And let's have a look at could have swore, yeah, there it is, benchmark. Okay. Definitely don't want I for that. Let's see. I got Python. I want like sure, we'll do a mod 10. Mm-hmm. I forget some of the steps to this. I kind of just figure it out every time. Got to make sure the tables are created, so you got to run it. That's good, because it's at least creating my node.shard key now. And now we'll just create a whole bunch of fake nodes. Hopefully it will. And if it works like I expect, I'll end up with 10,000 nodes, 1,000 each across 10 shards. Um, which chug-a-lugging. Definitely quite a bit slower. I did add a calculation to each one. I didn't think it would be that impactful, but I guess it's possible. I mean, it's also possible my machine's not performing great today. I don't know why that'd be the case. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't really know what the bottleneck is. It's slower than I would have expected, but not like it's a big deal. All that matters is that the environment is consistent so that I can test it. Probably go ahead and do this. So for some reason, shard key is not getting updated, which I'm not echoing. What in the world? My brain is not braining very well today. Did I miss something? Am I actually missing something from the ironic code I need for this to work? Guess that's possible. I thought I did that in the previous patch, though. Huh. I'm very confused. I must have missed something somewhere. Shard key will definitely need to be added to this. I'm not even gonna pretend like this code makes sense to me at this point. It really doesn't. The nodes stuff has just been like, it's for optimization purposes, but like we have this object and it's the size of Montana and it makes everything harder. That's kind of where the frustration comes in. This isn't even going through here though, because this is all API code. And the benchmark thing I'm looking at is not talking to API code, right? It's just doing. I should have realized I could do this from the beginning. This is what I need to go look at. Cannot load shard key in the base class. Is there a version number in here, perhaps? just not have the ability to call it that way? But I have to, right? I'm so confused right now. I'm trying to look at this and figure it out. So here's what I got going on. I've got this over here, adding a shard key. Then I'm trying to print it afterward, but I'm getting that it doesn't exist, which doesn't really make much sense to me. I don't understand. I'm very frustrated because I don't even know where to dig with this. How about I just get rid of that? I go. Okay, that's there. That works. So now we're just gonna have it create one node for now. So the schema will take it. There's just something about the object code that hates it. Had to have forgotten a value from somewhere, right? I don't even think that matters. I'm really flummoxed here. Okay, so does that mean that if I did this, it would work? So shard key is a field. It's listed in the fields. Can I do something like print the driver? Okay, so I think that's just the wrong way of looking at it. But it definitely is an issue where that create is not doing the create. What the hell? I am so the WTFs per minute are just huge. So to recap, what I'm troubleshooting is I've got this script that's supposed to create benchmark data. Over here on the machine I'm running it on, I gave it a shard key. That shard key is not getting set anywhere. And quite frankly, I can't figure out what the hell's going on. Make sure I'm giving it a good value, and I'll do it this way instead. All right, let's write it disk and see if we got a winner. All right, so and shard key is null again. I don't know why shard key keeps getting set to freaking null. Like, seriously. Okay. I'm asking for help in IRC. Not. It's at least useful data to know that like this is getting in here. Is getting in as the right version. All this stuff is null, so I had to have screwed up something there. Oh, this is gonna be a good test. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just completely remove shard key. And I'm gonna see if we get the same My object code has to be messed up. I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at the object code here. Have a look at what I changed to node pi. That must not be enough. That's the only thing I can think of, is that that must not be enough. So I mean, I guess I don't need to do that to look at that. I can look at it here, can't I? Yeah, I don't get. I really do not want to have to run this through a debugger. I have not done that in ages. Okay. Got that. libd. what's this? Node Pi 418. Okay, so let's look at. But this has to have been called. I think that might have been my problem, or at least part of it with why that didn't work as I expected it to print. So it's broken somewhere above this, because you can tell that it's already broken there. That's something, I guess. So I think it's broken at a very basic level. Is broken before we even get to create node. What's the constructor for this class? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. I can't quite figure it out. So I'm gonna keep looking though. It feels wrong that this is being passed as a but this code has existed for so freaking long. It's almost impossible to imagine that this code has been broken. Make sure I don't have any unintentional changes there. No, obviously not. Overall, all I'm doing is printing that. All right. So I called the cavalry. Julia's going to come take a look. This seems to be generating a little bit of whiskey tango from her as well with the behavior as described. So we're going to take a look at it together and see if two heads are better than one. I mean, that's probably going to be true. That's not an easy problem to solve, so we'll see. All right. So to recap, here's what I'm looking at. I made a small edit to this benchmark data creation script to add a shard key. You'll note that it's gone, and that's just from testing, but it's just something like this. But what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing that this is the case even without my changed code here, is that the object getting put into the database is basically just a null. Like, essentially just an empty dict getting put into there. So, hold on, let me put in here. And you'll see that these are all just literally completely empty nodes. Null, 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 null. I'll note that the version of the node is correct. The version of the node is the one that should have a shard key on it, and the shard key value is on the row. Shard was not set to something. Shard key was set to something in this case. But, like, that part doesn't matter. Like, whether I set shard key or I don't set shard key, the entire object comes across as null, even with things that are set generally with these, like the benchmark test node $S or whatever, right? Like, it's just, no matter what I set, it's something in the object code is causing these to completely return just empty, and I don't know what it is. I will show you this, though, because this I thought was a useful trick. So if you look at the diff here, you'll see that in node.create, I print self and I print values here. Dot save what object? In create benchmark data? Save it where? Very difficult for me to think that that's actually what's going to fix it, but what do I know? Yeah. This is in the category of the errors I've got when I've tried to do anything fancy with this object. I don't know what. But here's the thing, right? That is not a believable answer for two reasons. One is that this script has always just worked for me. I've used this to benchmark stuff a ton of times. So, like, why wouldn't it work this time? And the second thing is that I think this is going to give me this same not implemented error again. Nope. Well, yeah. So, like, if you'll notice here, and here's what I'm going to show you real quick. So I've got this. I did a dot save afterward. I don't think it did anything. But if you look, I'm printing out the self and the values from that node.create. And if you look, self is just straight up empty. And the values returned from values are version. So there's something broken in the object code above the DB API layer. Because what the DB API layer is told to write just includes a version, and that's what the DB API layer is doing. So there's something above that in the node object code that's causing things to go nuts, and I don't have any idea whatsoever what it is. Quite frankly, I'm actually, maybe I should take time to stop and make sure this works on master right now. Because I haven't done that. That's not a bad idea. Upload the state? I don't know what you mean by upload the state. Oh, right, where I am right now. Yeah, I'm going to see if it works in master first. If it works in master. But Julia, here's the thing. This is in my code that's pushed. I haven't touched any of this object code yet. So this should be in my patch that's already there. Like, none of the code that's relevant to any of this has been touched other than adding the shard key to the benchmark script, and quite frankly making the benchmark script create one node at a time so that I can do reasonable testing cycles. But all right, we're going to test it against master. I'm going to create a VM. Activate the VM. Install -E my stuff here. Yeah, the unless we forgot something is the path I've been going down, and I haven't found evidence that I forgot anything, but obviously I did. So, quite frankly, that node code is a little impenetrable since the SQL alchemy and optimization passes on it. It's very difficult to understand, and it's kind of meta programmed the whole way through. So it's one of those things where everything reads like it should work, but if something's broken, I don't really know where to go to debug it anymore. All right, I've got Ironic installed now. Again, the clean copy. Go back into my database. I'm going to drop database Ironic. Create database Ironic. Ironic DB sync. Oh, no. Ironic DB sync. Oh, pip install PyMySQL. That's right. Ironic DB sync. Possible that node inventory broke this too, I guess, because node inventory was just done. What the hell? So I saw something as I was working here. Oh. I saw something weird that I wanted to dig into before I tried it against Master, because what I noticed is that the copy of this is not the same as the one in Master. Yeah, look at this. This is a whole bunch of different now. This makes a lot of sense as something big changed in this script to make things work, and I missed it because I was missing the rebase. Okay. This wants me. I still want to throw my computer in a river, but at least this makes a little more sense if I was running not fully up to date code. And honestly, this formatting of the values looks more like what I would expect. So now I'm going to say at the bottom here, new node dot shard key equals test shard percent s $i. Oh, that needs to be percent. So let's kill the. This finally makes sense at least. This stuff is all changed. Wait a second, is it parameters? Hey, it's gonna work this time though. Okay, so I basically lost an entire hour to the fact that that script had changed, and I wasn't running a rebased copy against Master. That's a problem that's so rare. Like, and a lot of things you have to rebase all the time. I don't think I've ever had a situation like this where in Ironic something was not working as I expected, and a rebase did the magic for me. So let's see. Oh, use Ironic. Hey, look, I have a shard key. I have a resource class. The whole damn thing works now. Who would have thought? Okay. So now let's actually do the benchmark. Come on, do the benchmark. Create that. Oh. Let's do that. Oh man, that was so frustrating, and for it to be solved in such like a mechanical way. Like, I think it's easy to get a false sense of security with your tools like that. Like, I was so convinced this was no. So what I'm doing is I'm doing I mod 10. So I should end up with 10 shards of about 1,000 nodes each. And then I'm gonna do my big fun query. So it shouldn't take too long for those nodes to insert for me to be able to test that way. So I'll go ahead and get a new window open. Use Ironic. Let count of ID, comma, shard key from nodes, group by shard key. Oh, hell. Yes, yes, I am creating. That is not at all what I was trying to do. Oh, nope, I did. I totally did that. That's exactly what I did. This is more what I expected to see. Cool. I need to put some WD-40 on this chair or something. Yeah, I mean, we're at almost 700 nodes and it's returning instantaneously. So that's a good feeling. I mean, we can explain it, right? It's using the index. I mean, it's just it's completely hitting the index. It should be a beautifully fine thing going on here. The query itself is near instantaneously. We're using the index on the query. Um, so like do we really need a shards table? If it is this instant Well, if I see it pop up in the chat right after I said it, I think that that means that we're both thinking the same thing here. So yeah, I'm gonna keep hitting this. I'm gonna keep making this database a little bigger. I will say this is a beefy machine. This is 32 cores, NVMe storage. Like it's pretty quick. Um yeah, I'm gonna scale this up to like I don't know 100K nodes and see. I'm really weirded out by the fact this is taking so long. I don't feel like it should take this long to create all these nodes. I think the fact this script has been improved since I ran it last time locally is impacting this too, because last time I ran this, it was pretty darn instantaneous, to be quite frank. So I don't know. Let it keep running. I wonder if last time I was using a local MySQL server instead of a Docker as well. That might be the case right there. Let's see. Do I even have that installed? You know what? Maybe this is a bad idea. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to do this. Looks like this is the trick. I have to do a reconfig on my SQLs. First time I've run this locally on hopefully this will work, and then it'll be local, and then it'll be fast. Okay, good stuff. All right, MySQL -u root -h -p. Okay, so I gotta actually make it listen. Nope, it's just explicitly IPv4 only because that's apparently acceptable in 2022. That actually kind of pisses me off a little bit. Make a note. That'll be for after work, but not a big fan of the thing. Okay, so we got that. Now, where were we? Let's get back over here to our VM. Let's run ironic BD sync. And this time it's going to be talking to a local database. So we'll hope this makes a speed difference here. Instead of talking to a Docker container, we're talking to literally a MySQL installed on the machine right here. So this should be good stuff. All right, and make sure I got this here. We're going to switch this back to 0. We're going to create 10,000 nodes. I mean 100,000 nodes, excuse me. All right, well, I'm going to call it from office hours. This is obviously going to take quite a while to create 100,000 nodes. Thanks for sticking with me. You know, we've had some productive sessions here. This is an example of, oh, no. Get the hell out of my chat. No. Well, does that, I mean, I feel like that's some sort of achievement unlocked if I got spam on my stream. Holy cow. I made you a moderator just because I thought was an option and you were there and I volunteered you for it, but I caught it and deleted it all. But I'm gonna go. It's gonna take it a while to create. I've got it running locally now, so at least it's on actual bare metal. You know, being that this is a bare metal piece of software, it should, you know, theoretically be, you know, tested on bare metal, maybe. You would think that of all people, we should know the benefit of the speed of actual hardware. So, all right, we're gonna let this keep going. I'm gonna sign off of here. Everyone, if you're in America, have a nice and friendly Thanksgiving. I'll be here a week from today. Same bat time, same bat channel. Don't come looking for me on Thanksgiving because about the time of my office hours, I think I'll be enjoying some turkey and ham with my family back in Carolina.